Hello traders, hello everyone, my name is Gregor and welcome to our new episode of Surfing the Elliott Waves, where I will look at some of the most interesting developments for this week. This video has been brought to you by Orbex. I will cover Euro Dollar, USD, Dollar CAD, Dollar Yen, Gold and Silver, and also will have a quick look at the S&P 500. Now the Euro Dollar, as you know, is in very strong recovery here, but still looking at this big picture, especially on the monthly chart here, we see potential wave B rise. So we will be watching for potential impulsive reversals that will give us evidence that the top is in. Well, we have seen some reversal in the last few days, which actually looks like an impulse on a smaller time frame, down here from 1.1915, and below this trend line, as you can see here on this 4-hour chart. So it appears that maybe we are making at least 3 waves of decline. Well, I'm not sure if this will be an important top for this wave B rise, very sharp one, or will this be only fourth wave pullback. So in either case, I think that this resistance is quite strong and that we could see even lower price action, or at least some choppy price action in the next few weeks. So be aware of potential limited upside, at least in the near future. Now let's take a look also on Aussie dollar. Now Aussie dollar on a big picture make a very nice and strong reversal here from the lows, and now it's above the trend line resistance. So it looks like that this is a bullish phase, but we know that market will not move in straight line, and we still see here potential of 5 waves up approaching resistance. What is probably the most important at the moment is that you have 5 waves up here from that wave 4 within this wave 5. So looking at the 4-hour chart here, you can clearly count 5 waves up. Wave 1, you have wave 2, then you have an extended wave 3, flat for a wave 4, and then wave 5. So we are now reversing lower, and looks like on a smaller time frame you will be able to count 5 waves down here from the highs. So if we get another swing low here and this trend line broken of this Elliott wave channel, then I think that more weakness can be coming here. And of course this could be the case, especially if you will see limited upside on stocks. Now let's take a look also on dollar CAD. I think that this one is also very interesting. Here on a big picture, nothing special, actually still tracking this triangle here in a wave 4. Now looking at the daily chart, we have seen move into this zone here back from start of the year. So we took out these lows from June, and now we are reversing higher. Now this reversal will be even more interesting if this trend line resistance will be broken. Well, if we take a look closely here on this substructure of this drop here before market reversed higher, you can clearly count a full 5-wave cycle, and now this reversal is already happening. So I would not be surprised to see more upside in the upcoming sessions. Now let's take a look also on dollar yen. Now dollar yen has a very nice wave structure, at least when looking at this daily chart, because as you know, market followed very aggressively here at the start of the year, then quickly picked up with a very sharp and impulsive price action. But what happened later is market slowed down, and this slowdown looks like a free wave movement. In fact, we have seen a very nice reversal from between these two fib levels, 61.8 and 78.6%. So it looks like that more upside could be coming here. Well, looking at the 4-hour chart, there was a very nice bounce here, and looks like an impulse followed by this pullback that I think can be already finished, wave 2, or maybe even just a wave B. But in either case, I think that there can be more upside coming, and I'm looking for a potential rise towards 107.50, and then we will see if this resistance will hold and bears will maybe again show up, or will this resistance be broken decisively. Then I think that this wave 3 will be in play, meaning more upside within impulsive recovery will be expected. Now let's take a look on metals. Now metals are coming down for the last few days. which is actually not a surprise after this very strong and massive recovery here. So looking at the weekly chart, there is potential idea that this is going to be a 5-wave rise for a wave 3, and that we will see a pullback into wave 4 and then more upside. And looking at within this context, looking at this daily chart, well, we can count definitely 5 waves up here, okay, within this wave 5. So to say that we are going lower for a much deeper correction, you definitely need a very strong 5 waves of decline. But looking at the 4-hour chart, that's not the case yet. Yes, it could be happening since we are already seeing lower swing high here and breaking this trend line. So if we get a little bit more weakness towards 1967, then I think that this would really have some bearish impulsive qualities, meaning that much more weakness could be seen, or at least deeper pullback here on gold. Now looking at silver, this one is also probably headed for a correction. Now the question is only if we will see maybe just a sideways correction here, like a flat or a triangle for a wave 4, or we will see a deep correction. Both chances are definitely valid, but what I would love to see is definitely a retracement for at least 23.6% compared to the previous extension. So the perfect level is definitely the 38.2%, but when you have such an extended and very big wave 3, like in our case, then 23.6 could be enough. At the same level, we can see also the former swing high of this wave 3 at 26.17. So maybe that's the perfect area for a new bounce. So meaning that there can be a little bit more downside here. I'm looking here at the 4-hour chart. We can already see some reversal, so definitely this appears to be like part of ongoing pullback, and ideally maybe that's still wave A, meaning that we have a lot more to the downside, or at least, as I said, sideways price action before this market again picks up. But technically speaking, and from a price perspective, that's definitely a bullish trend. I think that more upside will be coming, but I think that opportunities can occur from a little bit lower support levels. Now let's take a look on the S&P 500. Now the S&P 500 is approaching these all-time highs, and looks like that they will be taken out very soon, so I have to observe a few different wave counts. Now the first and primary wave count that I'm still tracking it is that we had completed wave 1, and now we are maybe in the middle of this wave 2, which could be in our case flat correction. Why I love this interpretation is because I know that the majority will turn bullish and will try to ride this trend when market breaks to a new high, but that's actually a point where we should be aware of a reversal, or at least this wave C pullback to complete this flat. So that would be a perfect scenario. Also, a lot of traders would find themselves then on the wrong foot here, because they would definitely buy too late into this recovery. So my primary idea is that we will see a reversal lower, and even this second wave count suggests that maybe that's an ending diagonal here with a throw over formation. So you got a spike to new highs and then maybe a pullback in 3 waves. So in both cases, I think that upside can be limited. But as I said, the important will be at this what will happen actually at these highs. Now looking at the 4-hour chart, there's definitely a strong RSI resistance up there, meaning that there is a divergence. So maybe we are headed into this very nice fib resistance, and let's see what happens. Now if we see this trend line of this channel broken decisively, obviously then will be a signal for weakness. But until then, definitely this market is strong, but I don't think it's at any good levels for any new opportunities on the long side. You definitely want to see pullbacks. Traders, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you soon. Bye.